Good morning, boys and girls. My name is Miss Jenny, and I work at the Blue Earth County Library with Miss Jennifer, and I'm here today to give you a special story time. Today, I was wondering if you could guess what I have in my box. I brought this special box along, and I want to show you what's inside. I actually have two things. The first thing is this ribbon. I won this ribbon when I was in school for doing something very special. And I also brought along another special award. This is an award my son Gideon won. He got to wear this around his neck after he won a big basketball game at a tournament. And today, I want to tell you that not only can people win awards, but books can win awards. And so today I brought along two books to read to you that won awards, just like I won that ribbon, and just like Gideon won that special award that he wore around his neck. The first book that I want to read to you is probably one that you may already know. This is called Knuffle Bunny 2, A Case of Mistaken Identity, and it's written by Mo Willems. And if you look right here, you can see the medal that Mo Willems won for writing this book and having such creative pictures. So let's read now about this dad and his daughter and find out what's happening with her special Knuffle Bunny. One morning, not so long ago, Trixie took a walk with her daddy. By now, Trixie really knew how to talk. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to show Amy, and then I'll show Meg, and then I'll show Margot, and then I'll show Jane, and then I'll show Leela, and then I'll show Rebecca, and then I'll show Noah, and then I'll show Robbie, and then I'll show Tashi, and then I'll show Casey, and then I'll show Connie, and then I'll show Parker, and then I'll show Brian, and talk and talk. Trixie was excited because she was taking her one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny someplace very special. Come on! Where do you think they're going, boys and girls? Somewhere special. School. And there they go, walking in the door, up the stairs, down the hallway, and into her classroom. Trixie couldn't wait to show Knuffle Bunny to Ms. Greengrove and all her friends in pre-K. But just as her daddy kissed her goodbye, Trixie saw Sonia. Dun, dun, dun. Suddenly, Trixie's one-of-a-kind Knuffle Bunny wasn't so one-of-a-kind anymore. The morning did not go well. Knuffle! 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 The afternoon was worse. Uh-oh, their bunnies got them in so much trouble, Ms. Greengrove had to take them away. When the school bell rang, Ms. Greengrove returned the Knuffle Bunnies. And the day got better. Then, before she knew it, it was time to go home. Trixie ate her dinner, devoured her dessert, brushed her teeth, and tried to escape the mommy and daddy robots from Planet Snurp. At 1:30 bedtime, Trixie was tucked in, ready for sleep. Is she gonna have a good night's sleep? Let's find out. But a few hours later, Trixie realized something. Trixie marched into her mommy and daddy's room and said, "That is not my bunny." Uh-oh, she took the wrong bunny home. Trixie's daddy tried to explain what 2:30 a.m. means, he asked, "Oh, could we deal with this in the morning?" Trixie's daddy went to the phone. Before he even made it downstairs, ring, the phone rang. "We have your bunny," said a man's voice on the other end. "We have yours," replied Trixie's daddy. Arrangements were made. Trixie and her daddy rushed across the neighborhood. Trixie did not want to be late. Neither did Sonia. They're coming from this side of town, and Sonia and her dad are coming from that side of town in the middle of the night. There was an exchange. Oh, and the Knuffle bunnies were back where they belonged. "I was so worried about my bunny," said Sonia. "So was I," Trixie replied. Then they both said, "I'm so glad you got your bunny back at the exact same time." And that is how Trixie found her first best friend. Knuffle Bunny accepted, of course. And it says the end, except this book is special. This book has an epilogue, which means a special ending that tells you what happens after. Let's find out what happens after the story. The next morning, both Trixie and Sonia rushed to school. The new best friends had a lot of catching up to do. Trixie says, "Do you want to play with my Knuffle Bunny?" And Sonia says, "Sure. Do you want to play with mine?" And that is Mo Willems' winning story. There's his award again, Knuffle Bunny 2. And now for our last story. This is an award winner. And this won the same award as Mo Willems' story for really good pictures. And this one just won this year in 2020. This book is called Bear Came Along. And it's by Richard T. Morris. Here we go. Once there was a river that flowed night and day. But it didn't know it was a river until Bear came along. Bear was just being curious when he realized what the river could do. But he didn't know he was on an adventure until Froggy hopped on. Froggy was a lonely frog who was looking for a friend, but she didn't know how many she had. Until the turtles showed up. The turtles tried to warn them about the things that could go wrong, but they didn't know how to enjoy the ride. Until Beaver climbed aboard. Beaver was born a captain. He knew exactly where to go, but he didn't know about the detours until the raccoons dropped in. The raccoons were so excited about the twists and turns ahead, but they didn't know they had to be careful until they crashed into Duck. Duck was so content being right where she was, but she didn't know there was a world to see until, uh-oh. Where are they headed? There they are, about to go over the waterfall. What's gonna happen? Bear held on to Froggy. Froggy held on to Turtles. Turtles held on to Beaver. Beaver held on to Raccoons. Raccoons held on to Duck. Oh, what a ride. They had fun, didn't they? So many different animals living their separate lives, but they didn't know they were in it together until the river came along. And look it, there's the friends, and a whole bunch of new friends are coming out to meet them as well. Well, thank you, boys and girls, for listening to our award-winning stories. And I want to tell you that you won an award today for being such a good listener. So thank you very much, and we hope to see you at the library soon. Goodbye.